So this story is the story of a bully and what happens to him. Some of you might have seen this video. It's on our YouTube channel, the Watsanfran YouTube channel. If you have a chance, don't forget to subscribe, click like, and make a comment. It really helps our videos, you know, the algorithm. So in this particular story, there was a mama quail who had little baby quails. And quails usually have their nest on the floor. And so they made a nest on the floor deep in the jungle, deep in the forest. The baby birds were very tiny, so they couldn't really walk or fly yet. And the mama bird was taking care of her little family. Everything seemed normal. All of a sudden you heard boom, 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 and the floor started shaking. And the mama bird's like, what's going on? What's going on? So she rushed around and went to go see what was happening. And she saw a whole herd of elephants, like hundreds of them, all coming this way. So she went to the leader of the elephants and said, she bowed her head, "Great respected great elephant, with great respect and humility, I praise you, but I also come to beg of a favor. Can you please make sure that the elephants don't step on my babies? My babies are in the middle of the path. Can you please make sure that they don't get stepped on?" And she was lucky because the elephant that she met who was the leader was the Bodhisattva, the spirit of the future Buddha. And so being a kind-hearted creature, he says, I will help you. But in order to do that, I have to make a big sacrifice. So the leader went to stand on top of the nest with his body and covered it with his body and let all the elephants walk by and bump him and hit him accidentally. But he stood there with all his power to help protect the little babies. And the babies survived. However, when the last elephant walked by, the leader elephant says, but I have a warning for you. There is one elephant who doesn't hang out with the group. There's one elephant who's a renegade. He doesn't listen to anyone. He doesn't care about anyone. And he's a troublemaker. So you have to be careful. I don't know if you can, I don't know if he will listen to your pleas. You can try to ask him and hope for the best. She's like, okay. So after a while, she heard the sounds. Dum, dum. So she knew there was another elephant. So she went to go see the elephant and says, Master elephant, beautiful elephant, great creature, with humble respect, please, can you please make sure not to step on my nest? My babies are in there. You know what this elephant says? I don't care. You're just a tiny, tiny bird. What can you do to me? You have no right to ask me anything, and I don't have to do anything for you, because you can't do anything for me. And so on purpose, he turned and walked straight for the nest. And for no reason other than just being not such a good person, he stepped on the baby birds and killed them all. The mama bird was so sad. She cried, she screamed. She just thought, this is not fair. Why? Because I'm smaller? Because we're so small, you can do this to us? You can do this to us because we're so small, because we can't fight back? This is not fair. This is not fair. First, she felt sadness. Then her sadness became anger. And her anger became a desperation for revenge. So she thought about it and she came up with a plan. So she went to go make friends with the crow. She brought the crow some food, bowed and paid respect and says, Master Crow, I need your help. I have a mission to do. My children were brutally murdered by an evil elephant. When the time comes, can you do me a favor? He's like, sure, I don't like people who bully the weak. What do you need me to do? When the time comes, I need you to go fly there and poke out his eyes and blind him. And the crow says, I'll do it. Then the mother quail went to the next creature, the flies, and brought them some food and told them, can you help me? It's like, what do you need? And they said, oh, well, when the elephant is blinded, I need you to go buzzing around his eyes to like annoy him and distract him so that he'll start running around like crazy. The fly says, we'll do it. And then she went to her friend, the frog, and said, Mr. Frog, I need your help. You're going to be the last one. And so he says, I'll help you. And then she told him what to do. So when the time came, the crow flew by and poked the eyes of the elephant. The evil elephant went blind. And then the flies came and started like laying eggs in the eyes and making him like itch and be scratchy. So he's like all itchy and irritated. So he starts running around trying to find the water to like kind of clean it off. All of a sudden he heard the sound of a frog in the forest. And so he thought, oh, if there's a frog, then there has to be what? Water. So he started going the way he heard the frog. But do you know where the frog was sitting? On the edge of the cliff. And so the elephant ran towards the frog and then fell off the cliff. And then a spirit who watched the whole thing said, look at this. The evil actions of one. You thought that they couldn't touch you. They thought that they couldn't hurt you. But when karma comes back to get you, it can be pretty bad. But on the other side, did the mama quail create more karma? Did the crow also create bad karma? Did the flies create more karma? Did the frog create more karma? So who's the actual good guy in this story? Who was the one who didn't create evil karma? Who?
Maybe like the master elephant?
Mm-hmm. He helped. He supported. He protected. He didn't kill anyone. He didn't hurt anyone. Think about that very seriously. Even if someone hurts you or someone does something wrong to you, does doing wrong back to them fix the problem? Does finding a group to get together to kill him, does that fix the problem? In fact, that's the kind of bad karma that will lead to more bad karma for you in the future. Evil doesn't fix evil. More evil just makes more evil. It doesn't fix it. If you have evil in your life, you have to cover it and fill it with good, not more evil.